Hello everyone, Josh from Start Replay here, bringing you through a direct graphics comparison of the Resident Evil Remaster and the original Resident Evil. Now that is a director's cut, so it might look a tiny bit different in terms of characters, but the graphics are the same. So you can already see from the beginning of this video that a lot has changed. In the original they used, well, it was a live action piece, so they used actors to do the intro cutscene, as it were. And in the remaster, which was originally released on GameCube and is now released on newer consoles, they've done it all with, video game characters. And I forgot that they did it with actors in the beginning of the PlayStation 1 game. I totally forgot about that. But I thought I'd put this video together to showcase how, I don't know, just how awesome of a remake it is. And I can't imagine what it must have been like to be on the team to remake the original PlayStation 1 game, because there's so much more detail, so much more packed into the game. It's like a different game entirely. And when we get to the gameplay in a little bit, it's just, it's amazing. It's like the first set of proper HD remasters, because you had twins. Oh, look at Barry there. Yeah, he looks good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's jittering. It's probably something to do with the recording. Yeah. Because you had Twin Snakes, the Metal Gear Solid game, and that was a remake of the original PlayStation 1. And you had Resident Evil, which was then remade. And they were probably my favourite games, I'd say, on the GameCube. Because they remade games from my childhood. And again, I was probably a teenager by the time the GameCube came out. And oh god, just look at that. Look at the different. Okay, I know, again, these are just the filming on those live action pieces. Oh my, it is like a comedy. It's a lot funnier in the original. But then you see the remaster and everything's a lot grittier. It's got a lot more atmosphere to it. And of course you can just see more. They obviously, well, they didn't. It was just like fleeting things of like fake dog heads with gnarly teeth, and yeah, that must have been an interesting shoot. Let's go to a field and shoot this, guys. Yeah, awesome. And I've tried to cut the images from this, from the original and the new one, as close as I can, because the new one is so much faster and the original is really, really slow. So if I just ran a direct comparison between me playing from the start of the game of the PlayStation 1 original and then me playing from the start game on the new one, they wouldn't be close at all. So I've had to cut through my gameplay and to try and paste it together so they sort of line up in the same way. And just look at the mansion. Look how much more detailed it is. And I know it's a bit silly for me to, be so OTT about it, because it's from PlayStation 1 to what then was how many years later that it was re-released, which maybe, I'm going to go and guess at 6 years, maybe? Around about 6 years. But the detail and the atmosphere and the lighting, the character models, and the way the camera changes every time a character walks in a certain direction on the PlayStation 1 and freezes, it is so different and looks so good. And if you haven't played the PlayStation 1 original, then I suggest you do, because it's a great game. But I guess if you really want the old school experience, go to the PlayStation original, because it hasn't got the revamped controls. As you can see at the moment, I was running around in the remaster because you have these new analog controls, which makes movement a lot more fluid. But on the PlayStation original, it's just very blocky. And the game, yeah. Look, the fire's even going on the remake. Better hardware equals fire, apparently. And even the classic moment at the beginning of the game when you see your first zombie, that is just so much more atmospheric. And I have to say the original is still very, very good as well, as you can see here. Yeah, the original was scary as hell. I don't know if it's just me, but the new one doesn't look quite as terrifying. There's something about the original one with the character models or the face or something that is just that little bit more terrifying. And it might just be my memories of it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to knife this zombie. And the original actually died because I just couldn't I couldn't knife it. So then I had to cut it and yeah, just follow it through, really.
Jill? Wesker?
Man,
Jill?
that's so impressive.
Where did they go? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
I wonder what the original creators thought about, well, when they put them in comparison. They must have been able to realize their true vision for the game, because everything is 1,000 times better than the original, and you've got so much more power under the hood. And even between the GameCube remake and this remaster, which has now been released for all the newer consoles, there's not a hell of a lot of difference. Sure, the controls have been revamped a little bit, and you know, the graphics are a little bit sharper, but even back at the GameCube days, it looked near enough the same in the remaster, and that is impressive as well, I think. It's just so good. It's amazing. I can't say any more about it. It's just unbelievable, the comparisons. So I'm going to leave it there for myself. I'm not going to interrupt anymore. Feel free to watch the rest of the video to see the comparisons of certain bits from the games. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Give the video a like and a comment, just so we know how we're doing with content. Of course, subscribe to us while you're watching this video on YouTube. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Hope you enjoy it.